In this cooking video, we're going to be making no-bake cookies, and you'll need sugar, some kind of oatmeal. You need to use the quick 1 minute oats. I'm going to use the Quaker oats, but if you don't use the 1 minute ones, the oats don't have enough time to cook and they won't be any good. Like the oatmeal will still be hard. So just remember 1 minute oats. Milk, peanut butter, Hershey's cocoa, butter, and of course measuring cup. And one step you need to already have done before you even start the process of heating the cookie mix up is you need to have some kind of sheet laid down. These are drop cookies. They're no bake, so you're just going to spoon them out on some kind of paper. Wax paper would work for this, freezer paper, parchment paper, whatever. But I didn't have any of that, so I'm using aluminum foil. And you need to use the dull side because that means it's the non-stick side, the shiny side. Don't use the shiny side, just the dull one. So you need to have that already done and laid out. And to start off, you're going to need a stick of butter, 1 stick of butter, and that's 8 tablespoons. So that's in there already. I already measured out the oats. You'll need 3 cups of minute oats, and they're all in this bowl, and those don't come in until a little later. You'll also need, we're going to measure out 2 cups of sugar and a half a cup of milk. You can tell there's 2 cups of sugar in there, a stick of butter, and half a cup of milk. Nextly, you're going to want to add your cocoa. And I'm assuming you probably don't have to use Hershey's. Just some kind of cocoa, natural, unsweetened. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of that. Now I've added the cocoa to the mix, and I'm going to be turning the burner on about 6 or 7, just so it will start melting all those ingredients together. And once this starts to boil, and I mean like a really hard boil, you'll need to keep stirring it and count down to, it's supposed to be a minute, but usually a minute will not get your cookies to stiffen up. You'll be eating them with a spoon if they don't stiffen up, which they're so good all the same. But if you want to take these to like a holiday party or get together, something of that nature, then you'll want to count a little bit longer than 60, which I usually count to about a minute and 30 seconds. That don't always get hard, but it's a trial and error process also with the cocoa in there. After everything's melted together before the boil, you'll need to kind of taste the mixture a little and see if it's sweet enough. And also, this is an optional part, you can add a tablespoon of vanilla extract if you like. But until the mixture is melted down now, there's still chunks of butter that'll take a minute. But now is the time where you need to take the spoon, and after stirring it, you need to just kind of taste the mixture, and you'll be able to tell, like, if it's you can taste the butter over the cocoa, then you'll need more cocoa. And like I said, you could add the vanilla extract as well. Mine needed probably about 1 more tablespoon. Like I said, it's just trial and error, and you'll want to wait until that completely melts down, the boiling starts to do really hard, and then is when you'll want to start counting. After it's all melted, you'll just get a mixture that, you know, looks like just a chocolate mess. Mine's starting to boil, as you can see. And I also want to mention that when you're doing something like this on a high heat, you will need to keep an eye on it. It can scorch, and then your cookies will be ruined. The point where you're going to want to start counting, you can see that's a pretty hard boil. And like I said, you can, usually the recipe says about a minute. I'm going to count for 1:30 seconds. Now that you've done the counting and everything, your mixture is going to look like that. Now you need to work fast, so we're going to take the 3 cups of oatmeal. This is in the sink because if you spill anything, it's just going to be in the sink, just like that. Okay, now that you have that, you're going to want to add your peanut butter. And this one is just a Jif creamy peanut butter. If you wanted nuts, I'm sure you could add a crunchy one. But this one, it says to do a half a cup, but I always use a full cup of peanut butter. So I'm going to add that now. This is what your mixture is going to look like after the peanut butter and the oatmeal have been added. Now you can tell it's color. And you'll be able to tell, like when you start dropping these, if it starts getting hard to stir and hard to drop the cookies, they're going to get hard. Now sometimes they won't do that right away, and then like 10 minutes later a cookies are set up. So like it's just trial and error with that also. I'm going to drop a few of the cookies, and it doesn't really matter, like you can drop them as big or as small as you want. Just want to spoon them out on the paper. And after these set up, if yours get hard, then you'll be able to peel them up and put them in some kind of container and take them with you, or just put them up and eat on them. And these cookies are really good, and if they don't set up, you can still eat them with a spoon. It's not like a lost cause or nothing. You can see that I laid all the cookies out on the sheet. It made 31 cookies. I could have made a couple more of them smaller, I'm sure, and had a lot more out of the batch. But this is what they look like, and I think that mine are going to stiffen up. So that's always a good thing. But that's what they look like. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll try the cookies. If you do, let me know. And thank you guys for watching.